and they were deployed to do the blitz. Then now my problem is we've got Phumula. Phumula is on its own. It's a state. It's a district on its own. But it has only 2 staff members. Those staff members that were deployed from outside to go and do the blitz, when they came back, they joined the city registry. They never came back. Now the challenge that we're facing, like to buttress on the issue of St. Peter's and Warren, even if you try by almost to help them, you can help them at the end of the day open Rapanzim, just because of the issue of those things that they'll be requiring. They'll say, go and bring this, go and bring this, and I'm talking about a person who's coming from St. Peter's, Robert Snowas and Methodist, I'm a prison, I can say, and when he arrives at Phumula station, only to find only 2 officers, and we're talking about the district, and the district owner that was supposed, is on the process of issuing passports, but it only have 2 members staff. The person who's doing the birth certificate and the same person ID and the same person who authorizes, there are only 2. So I just want to find out from the registrar that when are you going to bring them back? Because they are now enjoying a passport office. The passport office is no longer having any they do not have challenges, just because you have opened a lot of stations. So may you kindly do a follow up on the Phumula substation that has got only 2 members that are working, and especially when we are talking about the transport cost and the what and the what, they ended up being just because of that. Thank you.
Okay. Next, the Honorable.
Actually, same thing, it's blank. Same thing, it's blank. So quite say anogadzirwa sei munhu wacho. And then kune nyaya number 2 yekuti vanhu vanoenda vanoaplayira ma-computerized birth, vave nemabirth akanyorwa nemapens, vanoiswa pawaiting list. Vamwe vato vane ma3-4 years vakatomirira kuti maybe vachapiwa mabirth avo ari computerized. Thank you.
Mine is more or less a comment, just to appreciate the good work that's actually been done by the Registrar General and his department, especially under challenging situations and circumstances. I personally think that the department is actually doing quite well, especially considering the fact that the majority of our citizenry have got all the primary documents. Of course, there are a few isolated cases, but they're actually trying their bit. The last part of my contribution is just for the Registrar General, just to dispel the news doing the rounds that they're no longer in charge of issuing the primary documents, just the same as the passport. I'm told this very same company that has actually taken over the issuance of passports is the one that has actually been given the contract to also issue out birth certificates and national IDs. This is news, taking the rounds on social media. If we can actually maybe possibly dispel that, so that at this end of the day, we fully, we made to, the country is made aware of what's really happening. I really want to thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. There could be a number of issues, comments and questions raised by the Honorable members. Firstly, let me deal with the alignment of the laws. We've got the alignment of the Births and Deaths Act, which is pending, aligning it to the Constitution, and also the Citizenship Law. These, according to the program, together with the Attorney General and our legal team in the ministry, they are working on it, and we believe that by end of year something would have been done. So this will address the issue of the laws where we think they need to be changed so that at least we are able to perform our duties well. Statistics of those being returned, yes, they are there, but of course we should make sure that they are religiously written down, so that when one comes to complain tomorrow, you will know that the complaint is there and it's being said in the manner that it happened. Because also what happens, Honorable Chair, is that people sometimes do twist facts to suit what they want at that particular time. But still, when they twist facts, they still remain our citizens. So even if I have known that they've twisted facts and they are now saying something against what is the proper thing, I don't have to punish them. I still have to assist. The reason why maybe they are doing so is because they have been frustrated and they want to do whatever they can to get the document. So we will assist. There was a case which happened, it's 3 years ago now, Honorable Chair, when we went to Cholocho and we launched a mobile for the Sani people. And here was a mother who said they've got 7 children. I've tried to get birth certificates for them, and nothing has been done. She was speaking publicly. I got a mic with the minister. And the minister said, if you don't get your birth certificate in 2 weeks, this man here, meaning myself, and also the district registrar, will suffer the consequences. So fine, we wanted to. Then when we interviewed later, whilst the meeting was still there, we also, fortunately, part of the children, they were there, they are married. And when speaking to them, we realized that all the 7 have got birth certificates. The only thing is that they've lost, but they want replacements, and they don't know their birth entry numbers. That was all. But according to the mother, she has tried to register these children. She has failed, yet she had managed years back to register the children. So yes, maybe it's ignorance that she doesn't know that if one loses a birth certificate, you are not registering afresh. You just go to the office to get a copy. So we will try. In terms of requirements, as I said, Honorable Chair, the requirements are some of the issues which we are going to be working on in our 1 week workshop. When we did the mobiles, there are a number of issues which had been relaxed. We recommended and His Excellency approved. So some of those relaxations, although they had been for the mobile period, there are some which we are saying most of them, let them be permanent. The only thing which we could not make permanent is the non-payment. People have to pay. That is the issue. The next one, there's one which has been mentioned by, this was the Mozambican case, whereby Mwanashti Baba Wangu wari pabhesiri pano. It's true we have those cases, and there are some cases which come to us and we manage to assist. But of course there are some, like your proposal, Honorable, to say we need to discuss with our counterparts, the other side, especially during the joint commissions, and to make sure that we do address. Let me also say, Honorable Chair, the issue which we have also launched to assist in making sure that we make it easy for people is this what we call the active notification, which we have given the traditional leaders the powers to give notification of birth in the rural areas. Because what we noticed, the issue of witnesses, which Honorable Member said, is what we are trying to do away with. Because it is that issue as well which has been stopping people from going to register. Because Babaname, when they want to go and register, one witness is kana ari 2 witnesses ada kubhadharirwa bhazi mawitness ari 2 and kana witness rirari munhu ane musika wakari kuti manditora pamusika pangu pandotengesa zvino handina kana ndotitengesera pamusika pazuva ndinowanzona $50 vari kuexpecta again to be compensated zvavangafana kuzowana vari pamusika. So we have capacitated the traditional leaders, or we are in the process, so that traditional leader mumusha muzevu paanenge achifamba vachienda kuhuna ana mai vachidi anenge achitoona kuti mai vakaremera panosununguka mwana watozoti kwanhingi kwasununguka. So we are saying instead of 2 witnesses we have developed that not my BD1 like an Home hospital, my birth confirmation. So that birth confirmation muna abererwa mumushara kupuwa futi nani na sabhuku ndo witness yatopera hapasina witness iri kunzi endeni yakuoffice zvamanyorerwa ndizvozvo. And again kana iri death kwantinobva inini I don't know kunobva vamwe hauwani rufu runetika kwantinobva ine kuarea runobigwa kansela or sabhuku asina kutaura. And sabhuku ndiye ari kutopirwa kunzi taakunochera pakati kuitira munhu wenyu. So he is the witness. He knows kuti munhu akauya akafa akafira muno rufu rwamusha irworwo zvatokwana, the witness is there anofira fomiroro kuti izvozvo zvapera. But on this one, Honorable Chair, I'm appealing to your committee. We wanted to cover the whole country this year for that project, but we failed due to resources. We have covered, by the end of the year, we will be covering 3, most likely. Manicaland we've done, and March North we've done. We are looking forward to Tite even Mashingo. But Chataida, to us, we took this project like an election. You can't start an election, you do it once. So this is what we wanted, and we would like to do. We know we can't get any more money this year, but come next year, 2025, we want to finish all the other 6 provinces and make sure that the impact of this project is felt across the country by every citizen. Because takasiya mumwe anenge achiti kwedu isusu hatidiwe province kwedu, how come masabhuku province kwedu havasi kuita zviri kufanira masabhuku ekuprovince yakati. So we want to cover the whole country on that one. The fingerprint sharing is SADC. Yes, at police level, the SAPCO, they do it for criminals. So that one in my legalities are which have to be looked at. It's not something which we will throw away. Legal issues which we need to look at in consultation with the other neighboring states. Pumula sub-office, Yansine 2 members of staff. It's not the only sub-office in 2 members of staff. There's the issue of human resources with the posts being frozen. And what happens is that Honorable Kupe, Nekuve active Kwawaninga Vari, motivates Vanamumu community mavo, and they will say, RG, Takuva Kira sub-office, or Takupa sub-office, Chisha decide, this is staff at China, but we have to use the sub-office. At the end of the day, you will take one person from that other office to that other office to make sure that this sub-office which you have given us is what utilized. So by so doing, again, we are taking people from other centers. So this is how we are doing it for now. We've got quite a number of sub-offices which we've opened, and whilst at the same time we are negotiating with the public service to make sure that we get more staff. For example, we bought Chirundu pa border chai. Imagine muna akafa afira kuside bedu but ndo ku Zambia. Anditanda burial order yekuti akrose kwenda. Chachitika nchekuti anofana kutokwira bhazi or motikari kuya kuKarwe both ndo district office yechirundu. Apo burial order kuti adzokere pa border ngotora body vayambuke naye. So yes, we've opened the sub-office IPAP. The sub-office, you have to manage. We have to take staff from other centers. So this is how we are doing it at the moment. We need more staff, and again, the country is facing challenges of resources. But we will do our best to make sure that whilst we are addressing those issues, we are still able to assist. I think, Honorable Chair, it will need a one-on-one. Both of these, pari blank, we sort of say, and we address that individually. My birth certificates, because people are waiting for long to get computerized birth certificates. Let me say, and it's 4 years. What we've done, Honorable Chair, well, let me briefly just, I don't know how much time I have, but briefly the history behind the registration of birth certificates and the death certificates in Zimbabwe. Before independence, that permanent record here by ones of Harare, Wangi Konkosana register. It may be starting one number. I didn't know the particulars. It was different. That's what you know. Murungo there, I put a birth certificate and all the information. It's just I put a show the birth certificate. But what we have now done with computerization, we are saying copy kuno kundiye kuwangi. Munhu ndaende pawangi pakati ndoda copy yangu. Vari kuno ku capture system that copy iri kuno yopirirwa kuwangi without the client coming to Harare. And also we still have offices, yes, like my sub office mostly. My sub offices they are not computerized. And the manwachi even my offices actually do is about computer. Apana box and computer. So it's also distributed the manual birth certificate handwritten. There's no way we can say this handwritten. I decided to put a computerized to apply for passport. So that birth certificate, it has got the same powers. And this is what we have also informed our sister ministries like education and social welfare. The birth certificate, but it is one and the same thing. It's an authentic document. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Let me talk to my sister.
Thank you.
For the Abantwan, it's understandable. But what I will tell you that the short period I've been able, this is my second time. You get these challenges when we are going towards the elections in an area. Because in Dabudaban, I will just confirm they're not them. I'm just saying, I get your point, it's valid. But especially for the kids. But
I'm worried about kids who will not be able to go to school.
Yeah, I just wanted you to come to that point.
Thank you. For those affidavits for kids of school going age or those not yet going to school, yes, my affidavit is part of what whether it's coming from the Honorable MP or it's coming from any other respected person within the society, we will. Of course, my affidavits, we also, let me say, yes, we are, as an MP, there's a difference between yourself and just an ordinary commissioner of force. Because my commissioner of force, even if you go in Harare, for me, to only take a birth certificate, I got to go 20 cents. They are doing it for money. So if I'm to go to such a person for such services, definitely they would want money to say, yes, this child was born here when the child was not born there. So we don't just accept each and every document because it's an affidavit. We also scrutinize those affidavits as well, because people don't want to be to benefit from such a situation.
But for us, we just want to assist the communities, the citizens, so that they have rights.
Yes, we will look at it, and sometimes we might find that there's an affidavit from an MP, but in interviewing the person, through that also that what you have written in that affidavit, it might also lead us to someone who is not supposed to come to do the the registration of the birth. But as I said, there is no solution to births and deaths. I'm saying this with my team here, and also we've said it to our officers everywhere. Hakuna case, there is no case which has no solution. We have cases, honorable members, where we even go to the village. Case nenge wanzwa kuno totofonera district ikoko enda pamusha pakati izvo district registrar drive there unobvunza otodzoka achitifonera kuti tasvikapo tatoona sabhuku taona anonzi nhinga achinzi ndibaba mudiki vake vakatenda nesu pagova chiti guva ramuri kuona apero ndore baba womunhu iye ari kupi, and that information we use it to register. So yes, we do have difficult cases, but we work on those difficult cases. And we'll continue working on those difficult cases. Because what I'm looking at, I would, of course, retirement sensible, but I'm looking at a situation, honorable members, where government one day, Makoracha Tera Sipo, will say there's no need for a census. Because the records is civil registry, they are up to date. And let's use those to know how many people we have in the country. And this is what we want to lead to.
Of election would be one. Can you invite all of my members? Just write to the clerk. Just inviting them. We can get 1 or 2 or 3. It helps us also as a committee to know exactly what we're discussing, if it's possible. The other issue is that there's a point which was raised by that the issue of language. When I discovered register, I'm not trying to campaign for the guy who is in charge of language. But that guy, because he's born there, I will tell you, you have no problem in that area. Because like what is saying, he's senior there. People have problems with the juniors, his door is open. They go to him and he talks to them. And he will start to verify, they're saying you have told me, Dr. Dokos, so he knows the people until he's satisfied. So that thing also assists that a person is, if he or she knows the area, they can assist. I have no problem as far as your office is concerned in fact, because of that gambler. People are happy of his performance. But there is an issue, I don't know whether you have resolved it, but this was brought to me sometimes early this year. I think your officers who assisted, especially during before the elections, you're supposed to pay them allowances and so on and so on. They always ask when I meet them, there's a chair with outstanding allowances. It comes to the issue that your resources. So yes. You were saying we should try and assist you so that you deal with the issue of my traditional leaders. So I wanted to find out, are your officers from Jurundu to Mutare, in terms of those who assisted you, by elections,
Thank you, Honorable Chair. They have not yet been paid in full. They've been paid partly in, when it comes to 2022, for the 6 months, Mr. Ngundu, for the 6 months we've paid in 2022. What remains is a part of their payments for the 3 months which we did before the election last year. And some of those who assisted, because we took civil servants from various ministries as always. Like in my own department, I think 4 or 5 months ago we buried an officer. He passed away and only to realize when HR was now coming to me to say, what do we do? He's also one of those who were still owed money. So what we are saying is, yes, we've been to Treasury. I was there on Friday to speak about this issue again. They promised to assist. And they said the plate is big. people whom your ministries they need to assist in terms of resources. They will see what they can do. Yes, of course, over the years, this has not been the case. We wouldn't go for 2 months after mobile before everyone is paid. Yeah, this is the first of its kind. But let me just say, yes, we haven't paid everyone.
Now, it comes to the issue of honorables. No wonder why some of his officers are not very friendly. It's their own money. So I'm saying we should just look at it that way. I'm not blaming you. I'm saying we should understand it's natural. They're saying that I'm sure better. Saka, I should down to go to Ndaka. We every time they say Coco. So anyway, it's an issue. I asked the department because I've heard a lot of some civil servants complaining. So I think let's look at that issue.
If I might add on that one, it is the same officer whom I want to go to Choloso for exposure mobile, but I haven't paid that officer for 2023. It is that officer, because remember we said about the Bulawayo issue, we want to take those local people and some to go and assist. And those officers will be saying, even in the army they are given. They don't just go without getting money. The other general wants me to go to Bulawayo and assist in this issue. All they are worried about, Honorable Chair, I'm talking about things which are being said and which were being said. These officers have created social media groups on WhatsApp, groups which I'm not part of, management is not part of, but who knows one and one, they will compare you with the predecessor. Although the predecessor was older than you, the predecessor knew how to fight for his stuff, but you don't care about us. They even say things which will say if they proceed to go like this, of course they are going to lose their job. But anyway, they don't do it. But that issue of inciting each other on social media is not good. Some have even gone further to take us to court on this issue.
Anyway, thank you very much. Let me